What's going on, man? Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what your experience is with the Grosso sales system?
Well, I'm Adam Zahovich. I'm with Matrix Home Solutions Detroit. I'm on the bath side, and I started my training in May of 2022 with Grosso.
Yeah, and you went through the traditional sales academy with us. So this is when we were doing the 6 hours a day for 2 weeks.
Yes.
So it was a lot going on, man. So why don't you describe what that training was like and what you took out of it?
For me, it was so much at first. I was so overwhelmed. I just kind of made the decision, I just am fully going to lock in.
So then what has that turned into for you? Because now you've been with the company, you're coming up on a year now with Matrix, right?
This June would be 1 year.
What's the experience been like?
It's been way better than I expected. I started, I think my 8th lead, I got my first deal. I got 3 deals before Grosso had a camp. That was on, it ended on a Thursday, and then the next 2 days were the last 2 days of running leads. And I remember I did 39,600 in volume those 2 days. That was the biggest thing in my life up to this point. I can actually do this. And I think I grossed over 240 that month and netted 141. It started fast for me, and immediately I knew, okay, I can do this.
Bringing this whole thing together, I'm just curious, if somebody that had never been exposed to Grosso University or our sales methodology asked you about it, what's the level of recommendation that you would give them? What would you tell them about what we do?
Obviously give it an A+, or great, obviously, because it's worked well for me. They're going to give you a lot of information, and it's good information, and you need to buy into the process and fully go through it, because I've seen reps kind of just slack around during the training. They just don't end up doing anything. You have to really dive head in and believe in the process, fully commit to it, or else it's not going to work. That's what I would say.
That's like everything else in life. It works to your level of understanding, commitment, and effort. And that's really about how hustle beats skill when skill doesn't hustle.
Yes.
You've been hustling and you've been developing these skills, and the results speak for themselves. From a financial standpoint, without giving away details, private details, but if you looked back at your life a year ago before you started doing this versus where you're sitting now financially, what does that picture look like?
Yeah, it's a lot different for sure. It's definitely a lot different. It's better now for sure, obviously. Yeah, but it is a lot different. It is better to answer the original question for sure.
Continuing forward, man, you need us, you call us, we're always here for you. And I'm excited to see what you do this year, man. Do you have a goal?
Kind of just every single day waking up, just be hungry every day and ready to kill. I have one more question for you guys, and I've been struggling with this. When I don't get the sale, how do I leave it with those people?
Going back to the money as a byproduct of it, and persuasion, when you're working for a company that you truly, align yourself with the ethos, you're in a good place, you love the benefits and features of the products and services that you offer, and you truly believe that you have a unique opportunity to help every person you're meeting. It's all about information. And so my argument with people was never a personal argument with them. It was more trying to get collaborative and, look at the same horizon together about information. And those appointments that didn't sell when all of the context was there, all the urgency was there, virtually every reason to buy, much to the point where I was perplexed at their no. When I leave, I would run back in my head and try to figure out what could I have done better there. But more so, the feeling that I had was I just felt bad for them. I felt like they made a terrible choice.
Yeah.
I didn't take it personal. It's just oh, you're just making a bad decision. And some people you're not going to get every one of them. You can get a majority, close in a majority, but don't take anything personal. I think the more you lean into just making it about the information, ironically, it's a more personalized experience, but you'll be more depersonalized from the no.
Your self-worth has nothing to do with their decision. Your self-worth it's a self-evaluation of how much effort and detail that I put into that, and did I really leave it all on the field? Anytime I left an appointment and I knew that I hadn't executed at the absolute peak of my ability, those are the ones that stuck with me. We are all measured based on the metrics that we hit, but the more you care about the people you're with and helping them solve their problem, the less you care about those numbers and the better they look. That's the hardest part for salespeople. That's why they burn out. I haven't sold 5 in a row. I got to get this one, and then you get commission breath. And desperation is ugly. I appreciate the time, man. We're trying to get
for sure.
from as many reps as we can and keep fighting the good fight, man. I'm excited to see where your ceiling truly is because I don't think you're anywhere near it yet.
And I think that's the goal. There's always another level.